All right, this is Transparency and Merit, and this show's nothing and everything. And
Welcome to the show.
yeah, welcome to the show, Joey. We're out here. I'm out here bloviating, trying to be serious. And I've been very angry lately. I got a big fat chip on my shoulder. I
What's
see.
bugging you?
Well, you know what? These individuals who shut people up and cancel people, and of the impression, part of me is if you do me harm for no good reason, I'm going to do you harm with good reason, Joey. How do you feel about that?
Well, as a pacifist, I have to say it's flawed logic from the start. To be peaceful
Righteous retribution.
implies that you strive for war. If you strive for war, it on the converse side, it means you strive for peace. It's a duality. Being a peaceable type of person who can be assertive in situations and can learn hopefully from mistakes and see the true nature of people and also to just love life for once is a tough battle for some people. So hey, I'll just say this. You're saying peace through strength, and I'm saying peace ability through passivism. You don't need a special sign in your room or in your car hanging down that says you're peaceable or a pacifist either.
Or how about a sign that says you stand with Lorraine, not you? I don't stand with Ukraine. I stand with Lorraine. All these signs, BLM. There are people. Have you ever seen people who say I'm fully vaxxed? Who cares?
I don't care about your medical concerns, people. I don't care.
You know what? I was talking to a woman today, and I was kind of being incognito, like I had an open mind, and she said, you know, these anti-vaxxers and anti-maskers and anti-lockdown people. You know what? It's one thing to have the freedom to do what you want with your life, but when your life is affecting my life, that is a problem. And she said it like that. How would you deal with something like that?
I would probably headbutt her. No, again, I walk away, man. I've walked away from so many situations like that since March 11th, March 11th, 2020. Ever since then, my position has not changed one bit since that day, by the way.
Your breath is hurting me. Put your mask on. No one wants to smell your breath. Put your mask on. Moo, moo, moo.
I wish I had that song uploaded. I gotta probably get that and bring it in.
Is it the song that we sung just before? The song I sung just before. It smells like gaga. But I mean,
It was the that great doctor that you could trust.
yeah. I mean, the thing is, people are ridiculous and they're absurd, and we ought to be able to laugh at the absurdity of life. And I'm not fully on board on the vax or the anti-vax or whatever. I'm just like, I don't know. And you may know, you may have better feelings than I do. I don't know. I'm like,
Of course, I have a better opinion than you. Covered identification, COVID, covered identification, COVID, id, the id in psychology, Brian. Who is the id? It's the infant. Okay, this is a plan to keep everybody in their infancy. I'm not afraid to say it. I say it to people when it comes up because that's all I got. It's to me, that's the truth. You know what I mean? When I look forward and I see something in my mind, and it's foundational, it's researched, it's evident. To me now, it's self-evident. It wasn't at first. But I just knew there was a problem at first. But I'm not going to take this too far before we get flagged.
right now. But here's the deal. I don't, like I said, I do think there are some things that are so stupid and so ridiculous that has come through mainstream culture. And I
What
just want
happened to HIPAA? What happened, Brian? What happened at work to your HIPAA policy? You signed when you got hired. You probably signed something that said you were held to HIPAA standards, right? No, no, not at your work, but
I don't
um,
know. Honestly,
not at
I
work. But you're what about HIPAA? You know HIPAA standards, right?
I know the Hippocratic Oath, but I mean vaguely.
I know some hippos.
I'm going to be honest with you, Joey. There are things that I've never even thought about before, and that I thought about a little bit more deeply being alone and being by myself. And I've had a little bit of introspection. Um, and I've been looking at the movies that my father really enjoyed. The movies from John Ford. I actually sent you another John Ford film. It's only available for free authorization, but Young Mr. Lincoln. And
Oh,
it
okay. Okay.
did you? I don't. I guess you didn't watch it or not, but
No, I saw that and I was interested. I just didn't have time to go. I might go back to that and watch it. Um, I'm definitely interested because John Ford is one of those guys that was insider baseball from the beginning. He knew what happened in the early 1930s in America, and he was part of a huge propaganda machine, huge, big, and they did it better than anybody else. I'm so fired up on this, dude. I mean, it's just so it's all there's an answer for it all. It's kind of a it's a little bit sad. It's a little bit it's sad in a way to me that people are so deluded and so caught up in their infancy that it's no wonder there's no well, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say it. Go on, Brian.
you know what? I just came to the conclusion that propaganda has been around in cinema forever, and
Day one.
yeah, and there's only been a few times where movies were just about blunt, honest truth, and that was in the late '60s and early '70s when and I can mention the few films that were. I'm not going to do it now because I'm going to save that for later. In my because I really want to do a cinema series because I think I have a unique perspective on films that has never been really kind of thought of before, and it goes through all types of genres. But every film is from a just about a lot every film from a political perspective and an ideological perspective, and you know there is some truth, but for the most part, it's truth, but it hides the big fat lie. A lot of things are nothing but lies, Joey. Lies, lies, and more lies. And so,
I have to say is you're going to have a very interesting perspective because you went into this as a firm believer, and you are starting to see now where the lie exists in belief. And I think you're starting to understand that it's probably a better option to learn something. If you want to talk about it, go study it, spend time on it, thinking about it. It doesn't cost anything. All it takes is some time. And once you dedicate your time to like thinking about these things, how could all of this stuff be pulled over our eye? How could the truth have been hidden so far away? And how could lies have taken supreme control of this country? And it's where you see where it's gone now. It's out of control, bro.
people want to hear lies. People don't want to hear brutal, honest truth. I think on average,
Since when? Since when? Not me.
Into a fantasy world, Joey. They don't want to.
I grew up in a fantasy world, but I graduated from that. I evolved. I'm done with it.
Yeah, I mean, but then there's because
But then again, I like a good fart joke.
I don't know how deep this shit goes, and I'm gonna start cursing right now. I know that there are people out there that don't like, but I don't know how deep this fucking shit goes. But to me,
Brian, about as deep as you could think, because it all is a ploy.
It's all about the American
documented historical documents. It's all been it's been done in the name of power hungry elite dicks, and they happen to be part of the Roman Catholic Church.
The thing is, you know what? People have bought into this shit though, and they bought into all kinds. The thing is, Joey, people have bought into all kinds of bullshit.
People got stupid, Brian. They started using a totally different language. Politicians basically speak a different language when you look at how they use their words. And you know, I'm trying to see the humor in all this. I guess the best way is to, you know, watch a good movie and talk about it with people and stuff. But man, it goes so deep.
But even
it's
when
as
the
deep
language,
as you
even
think.
when the language changed in the rebellion's also bullshit. The rebellion's bullshit, and the system is bullshit. And sometimes the rebellion is worse than the fucking system. A lot of people were pretending to be rebellion, but they just grew.
Brian, if this kind of language would have got your ass kicked 10 years ago. What you're saying, you would have got your ass kicked. Not now.
I don't know.
There's too many people questioning things. There's too many people who know, and it's getting ripped wide open. Things have happened so fast that
years ago I could say what the fuck I wanted on the internet. I wouldn't have been canceled. I mean, you know, the algorithms weren't fucked with. These, you know, every rebellion against the system, and then it becomes a system. It becomes just as corrupt. I mean, they're like the movie Viva Zapata shows. Once he got into power, he became as corrupt as the system. You know, he became everything he hated, just to a different extent. And you know, a lot of times when people, you know, it's almost like I want to make a remake, like, you know, a remake of the Matrix when they become the Matrix and they become this corrupt, because everything is, you know, the machine. It's a machine. We're all a machine. We're all built on corruption. You know, the war we're fighting. Sometimes we become, you know, the thing we're fighting, that we fought against. The thing that we rebelled.
You said the machine. The machine's a great word. It's welcome to the machine, right?
The machine, you know, the machine is ego. And ego is a powerful drug, and it hits everybody. It's like the ring of power. And I think the thing is, my ego believes that when I have power, I'm going to be righteous and noble. And that's not, you know, that's the way I see myself, but that's not the way everybody else fucking sees me. That, you know, you may see yourself a certain way, but that's not the way other people see it. And it's hard. It's hard to fucking look at yourself. You know, I remember watching the Real World, and then I was watching the After Effects, and there were a lot of people who were like really surprised at their behavior, and they didn't, you know, because the camera kind of shows people often for what they are in real life situations and how they behave and how they come across, because people often don't know how they're coming across. They don't know their behavior on how it is. Anyway, Joe, got anything to say?
Well, yes, I do, but will we go there? I mean, it's a good time here in California. It's raining really hard. Probably going to get like a good 3-4 inches of rain. The news is calling it epic flooding, right? Have you seen that? Epic flooding. I mean, it's just and oh man, there's so many places I can go with this. The last 3 days, because I happen to look for these sort of things, Brian. The last 3 days, if you looked up in the sky, there was incredible amounts of spraying, airplanes flying all over the place. Is there anything anymore? It's like a complete separation of man from nature at this point. They're trying to completely separate us from what is the reality, the real, and put us into a synthesized form.
Just got breaking news. Diamond and Silk has passed away, Joey. I don't know if you heard of those. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's terrible. And I sent you a text.
All right.
Yay or
Well, I'll have to check it out. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, well, you know what? Hello?
Yeah, come on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can listen to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you do you, man. I do not have I'm logged in on a different account, so I do not have any you know, that what you do on the switchboard is all in your command.
Yeah, the Diamond and so the woman of and she died of COVID, by the way. Which the actor of Eight Is Enough died as well, but I don't know if he died of COVID or if he died of the shot. Now,
Oh
I've
no,
given
Adam Rich died of an overdose of cocaine, heroin, and methamphetamine.
Are you serious?
No, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was it.
Come on, Joey. Jeez Louise.
What? He got busted like when he was 18, 19. He got busted over right by where I live.
Oh,
I'll show
man.
you. Man. He got caught. He got busted breaking into West Hills Hospital at night with some buddies, and this is the last I've heard of this dude. And they were stealing nitrous bottles. I'm not kidding. I'm not making that up. I'll find the link.
Joey, were you a fan of the show Eight Is Enough? Did you used to watch that as a kiddie poo?
I hate to admit that I like that show.
Eight is enough to fill our lives with love. I've given this person a link, the Republic of Liberty, aka Howard. Come on down, Schnucky Pops. Jeez Louise. God damn. I'm waiting and I'm getting ready for Betty Boo. Hopefully he comes along soon. Probably has to take a horrendous in the bathroom because he's all that Thai food he's been eating.
He's probably he's probably got a big fat one coming out of his ass right now.
Come on, Howard, hurry the hell up. I haven't got all goddamn day for you to bloviate. And my computer's been acting up. God damn it, this piece of shit. Macs suck.
Brian, you're gonna have to sing the song at some point.
I'm not gonna sing that song. No, I'm not gonna.
Not yet.
Smells like
no. Next, we'll bring. We have a song for you all, and maybe we'll do a little recording session and get it going really good. It's funny. And I don't care if this guy shows up or not. There's plenty. Our show has been kicking so much. You understand? Anytime you understand something, Brian, that every time you start picking up any momentum, that piece of garbage starts knocking every time. Is there something wrong with you? This guy thinks he's our show. He's the biggest idiot I've ever met. Deluded boomer is what he is.
Well, you know what? You never know.
Boomers.
Well, hopefully he'll come along and smack it off. With his brain. Because he always has sometimes something interesting to smack.
I don't know. We got what is he going to add? That he disagrees with your eating habits? That he wants to know how many times you've masturbated in the last month? Who cares what this guy says?
Joey.
What? I'm just reminding you of past incidents.
Yeah, Joey. I only eat one meal a day.
Hey, you're with me, man. I've been doing that joint thing. Yeah, welcome to the club. It's a healthy way. It's healthy enough to make a lifestyle. You know what I mean? Fasting is tough to make a lifestyle out of. I mean, people do, but for me, and I get that all that. I enjoy food a lot, like you do. I really enjoy certain things. Like if I'm in the mood for, and this is going to sound real, whatever, but when I get in the mood for a bagel, there is nothing that will stop me from getting that bagel. Like I have to get, and I'll get like a half dozen bagels, just so I have them for, have them around.
All right, we're bringing God on. God's on the panel.
Here
God,
we go. Welcome, God.
Listen to you.
Another lie.
When you
What?
want a bagel, Mr. Nosher. Oh, boy.
I bet you've had, are you the bagel guy? Remember the bagel boss? Are you that guy? Are
Yeah.
you the bagel boss?
I'm gonna be the bagel.
Haven't had a bagel in 6.5 years.
Hey, you better get in on the ground floor. I have the idea of a lifetime I'm about to embark on, and you are more than welcome to get a piece of that action.
A lifetime, huh?
Maybe Joey can sell bagels in Thailand to you expats who missed the bagels.
Close. Well, I'm not gonna say it here. It's too good. It's like
God will be enjoying with his one and only son, who he begat for the world. Yes. Authentic Mexican, all you can eat.
Oh,
for the paltry price of $9. And it's authentic Mexican. It's very good Mexican.
You can't even get all you can eat Mexican in Mexico. Pretty great idea.
So all you can eat Mexican. I can order enchiladas, chimichangas, chips and salsa,
chili relleno,
and afterwards it's a trip to the dialysis machine, right?
Black bean burritos.
No, they don't have chili rellenos, do they? Are you serious?
This place has everything. Run by a man from Chicago.
Well, okay.
And it's American Central. You sit there long enough, the Americans just float in. In fact, I met one last week. Huge guy. He was in the military. I told him, I said, you look like military. He said, yeah. I said, what military were you in? He says, I was in the Navy. I mean, we're talking big guy here. Big. 6 foot tall. He wasn't thin.
Yeah. They like him big in the Navy. I get it. Go on.
Yeah. Well, apparently they like him big in submarines too, because he was in silent service. And he got hurt. He got hurt on the sub. So he got a medical discharge. And he's pocketing, he told me, he says, I'm pocketing about $4,500 a month from the Navy.
Okay, that's not bad. What brings you?
He was over here checking out the Mexican restaurant. The guy who runs the Mexican restaurant runs 2 whorehouses. I don't know if we call them a whorehouse. Yeah, they're whorehouses.
And what are they? Love rooms? What are they?
I don't know if he's got that inside. He's got women working that you can bar fine out of the bar. It's not my thing, but. And down the street from where I live, he's going to open up another restaurant. So we can eat there all the time. I like it.
What's this guy doing? He's going to get hurt if you keep trying to take over time.
Guy's got 3 bars. He's got 3 bars, 3 girly bars. He's got 1 restaurant. What else has he got? And he's looking at this bounce back from COVID as a signal to start opening up businesses.
Could Brian open a girly bar in Thailand if he wanted to?
No, because he would never rent them out.
What do you mean?
Yeah, he would.
He would have to keep them for himself. He's a glutton.
Oh, like the drug dealer who takes the drugs. He's going to smoke.
Yes, he would partake in his own wears.
You
Yeah.
dip in, yeah. All right.
No, well, that's right. I think that's all he can do is dip. But that's all he can do. I think you
So,
could probably call him a
now,
little dipper.
have you heard,
We might have to give him the nickname of Little Dipper.
have you heard about Diamond and Silk?
No.
Do you even know who they are? Are you up on date on this stuff?
Well, if I just said to you I haven't heard about them,
No.
you didn't hear me say who are they. What happened?
Diamond has passed away.
Too much. I was going to say it. I shouldn't say it. Why?
COVID, from my understanding, she died of COVID. This is just, you know what? This is a breaking story. We could be absolutely wrong.
No, you could be, huh?
Yeah.
You could be wrong. Is that right?
Could be wrong.
Unsafe to the community. Diamond and Silk join us live.
Yeah, Diamond and Silk are no longer with us.
But they both died at the same time?
Well, Diamond is no longer with us.
Diamond is no longer with us. And she died of what specifically?
I believe COVID, they say.
You don't die of COVID.
That's what she said.
Okay,
That's
look.
what they said.
The variant.
By the way, Adam Rich went to my junior high school. He's 4 years older than me, so I did not see him. I did not know him, but it's very strange how many.
Why did you even bring that up?
We were talking about Adam Rich before. I just read that. I knew he was local in the Valley, but I didn't know I went to the same junior high school as he did.
Anyways, you get all excited about these celebrities.
You know what? Adam Rich is kind of you know Adam Rich. Everybody knows Adam Rich.
I know who he is, but you get excited about celebrities.
It's an interesting kind of sideline there. I went to junior high with a bunch of whatever. Who cares?
What does that do for you? Do they send you money? What do they do for you?
They do not.
Right. So they don't do anything.
Well, okay, so they do nothing. So let's get back to this. So you don't believe that Howard, you don't believe that Diamond died of COVID. She's saying that they're saying that she died of COVID.
I believe she died of something else and she had COVID, that I don't believe she died of COVID. She might have been diabetic too. She might have been eating too much chicken.
How's your diabetes, Howard?
I'm about to break my fast for all you can eat Mexican. What do you think?
I only eat one meal a day, Howard.
17 hours a day. And I've been doing it for 240 some days.
Well,
so much for JP's thing about lifestyle.
You should kill that bird and eat it.
Oh, she's lovely. She's not making noise.
Can you pet it?
Yeah, she don't bite.
Do you have a dog too, or just a bird?
Just a parrot.
Why don't you have a dog?
Not now.
Have you ever had a dog?
Yes. 2. God is like a Muslim. Dogs are dirty.
Yeah, Muslims don't buy dogs, but other people do. Anyway, I am getting rather tired and ready for bed.
Are you?
I am.
Oh, that's a shame.
I am tired. Anything to add? Anything in the future? What do you think is going to happen?
What do I think is going to happen? I think that the Chinese are going to spread a new variant around the world. And let me ask you, why are they being allowed to spread it around the world, considering that when they land, that the airplanes are 25% to 50% full of people infected with different variants? So why are they being allowed to go all around the world? This is the same thing that they did in January of 2020.
Do you think Fauci will be prosecuted?
Do I think who?
Fauci will be prosecuted.
Oh, no. I already gave you my prediction. And now that I see that all the nonsense that went on with Kevin McCarthy, I now see that my prediction was correct. Nothing will happen.
What do you think they should have done?
They'll never drag Fauci in front of Congress. How's that?
I think there's too much. You don't think there's too much pressure? They'll never.
No. No, they don't want to do it.
They won't.
They'll never drag Fauci. They'll never drag Page and Strzok. They'll never drag Christopher Wray and question him properly. None of these criminals, and they are criminals.
They won't.
Will be.
Ray Epps testify?
Where is he?
Isn't he in Arizona?
I don't know. I'm not following.
So, what do you think the Republicans should have done about McCarthy?
I think they should have jettisoned him. He's the old school bullshit. He's not going to do anything. He's going to protect them all. You'll see.
Well, he said he wouldn't. And
yeah, he's a liar. He's a liar. He says one thing, he does another. That's called a politician, especially a McCarthy politician.
Well,
what did I hear them say? I heard somebody say that Paul Ryan was one of the most conservative Speaker of the House that he ever had.
Yeah, who knows?
I know. I already told you. Gave you my prediction.
All right. Joey, anything to say before I end this puppy?
If you are expecting bread and circuits from the Republicans, you could forget it. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do anything.
Well,
hopefully they, as they say, they'll strike down all these new IRS agents that are getting hired.
Okay.
And did I see Joe Biden? Did I see Joe Biden at the border? What side of the border was he on?
I'm not sure.
I saw a short video of Joe Biden at the border. I didn't see any people crossing the border. In fact, it looked pretty secure from what I saw. You must like getting gaslit by these morons. What's it like to be gaslit by a bumbling old man that barely knows where he is day to day?
Well, I don't buy into the nonsense anyway. I just don't buy into anything. I really, Howard, I don't buy into anything anymore. Hey, guys.
What nonsense? What nonsense are you referring to? See, when you say, I don't buy into the nonsense, the question in my head is, what nonsense?
All of it.
No, that's not descriptive enough.
You know what? It's like, hello. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got to get to bed. But go ahead, Joe.
I mean, when he says all of it, I think he realizes that if you're quoting, you always quote a bunch of news sources that are never fact checked ever, and there's no way to because they're all a bunch of garbage. And who knows where the information's getting distilled down from anyways. You know, it's all BS.
Hey, 3M, are you reading Mad Magazine?
Is it still around?
Are you quoting Mad Magazine as news?
Is it still around?
I don't know.
No.
All right, I got to get to bed.
Maybe. But anyways, yeah, let's go.
I got to get to bed.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Anything to say, guys, before I go to
How
bed?
much sleep do you get a night?
8 to 9. Howard, anything to add before I call the show a day?
8 to 9 hours?
Yeah.
How much of that is wanking time?
Howard. All right, Joey, anything to add before I call this show?
Yeah, what was the last porn?
Kind of want to know how much wanking time. I'm kidding. Let's get out of here.
All right, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, share this thing. Come on, man, be nice to me. Thank you for listening. I hope everyone had fun. Like, subscribe, leave a thumbs up, like Howard will.
It's wanking time.